You should break into tech if you are one of these people. Number one, you are fresh out of high school and you are trying to decide what to do with your life. Should you go to college? Should you just go get a job? What should you do? You have no idea. You know you want to make money. You know you got to do something. You kind of don't want to go to college, but you know it might be a good idea. But it's like, oh, that's like 4 years plus probably more. It just seems intimidating, draining. Like it seems like a big mountain to climb and you don't know what to do. This is worth considering because breaking into tech sales to be specific, since that's what I'm doing. Usually I just kind of share from my particular journey, even though there's a lot of different jobs, you know, in the tech industry. But if you want to, you know, follow my journey and become a BDR, SDR, which is a business development representative or sales development representative, I would say that this is worth exploring for you because for one, you don't have to have a degree. You can be fresh out of high school. For two, you just need to do a boot camp, right? An online course basically that you can finish within 3 weeks to a few months, maybe 3 months at the most. But honestly, it should only take you a month to finish. And you're already fresh out of school. This is just one more little course to do that's going to set you up for the rest of your life. And it only will take you that short amount of time. Like that's a deal compared to going to college for 4 years plus and then trying to, it's like, that's a long time when you can get the same results plus more in a very short amount of time. You know what I mean? And so talk to your parent, ask them about it, do research, ask your parents to help you with research, look into the tech industry, book a consultation with me, with your parent, or by yourself, whichever you want to do. I think that this is a perfect career field for someone fresh out of high school. Number two, if you are currently working at a job and you do not like how much you're getting paid, you're still living paycheck to paycheck, you feel like you're working all day and you're exhausted just to still live paycheck to paycheck or to not just have financial freedom, but you're showing up every day, 9 to 5, and you're not satisfied. You're still stressed out about money. Like, this is for you. You can literally sacrifice the 3 weeks to 3 months and change your entire life around. Start a job where you're making $60K plus, entry level, with no experience, no degree, no anything. So the fact that you can boost your income to that amount compared to what you're making right now, I think is a good move. It's something to consider, right? Number three, if you are working a job and maybe you even like your job, but you have kids, you might, have to be paying for babysitters, or maybe you don't have someone to watch your kids, and so you're working less hours so that you're probably tag teaming with your partner, and you're like, okay, I go to work during the day and I get my hours in while my partner stays home and watches the kids, and then they go to work, and maybe they're working a night shift, or maybe you're a single mom, maybe you're a single dad. You have kids to love on and to worry about. This could be for you. It's something to consider because you get to work fully remote. I'm sitting home right now. I don't have kids, but if I did, I can be working and my kid is right there. And depending on the age, kids sometimes, they entertain themselves. You give them a book or some crayons or an iPad, the TV, whichever, and they can be taken care of. You can cook their lunch and still be there for them, to be a part of their world, be in their presence, rather than them being at a daycare or at a babysitter's house and you're paying for that. It's like you could be making money at home while you're working fully remote, while you're still able to spend time with your kids. So it's an amazing work-life balance, especially if you are a parent with children. Number four, if you already went to college, you have a degree, you're working in a field where you're making good money, but you feel capped. You feel like, okay, this is the most amount that I could make in this field. Maybe you're capped at $60,000, $70,000 a year. Well, in tech, you can be making way more than that because there's so many opportunities for growth. For example, in my role, being an SDR, BDR, right? I'm making $75K a year. The average starting salary is about $60,000. If I wanted to get promoted and become an account executive, I could do that. I could work towards doing that and then boost my income. I could be making $120,000 a year, $160,000 a year, $200,000 a year. that is very much possible and normal in this industry. So if you feel capped, you might love your career, but you feel capped, that is also another reason to consider breaking into tech. I know people who were working a job before they broke into tech and they were making good money and it was a good career, like being a corrections officer, or like me, I was in the mental health field in clinical psychology as a marriage and family therapist. But for the reasons I named, it's, it's better to hop over to an industry where you can be giving that same effort and time, but you investing that effort and time is going to pay off in the next year or 2 or 3, because you're going to be able to bring your income to like I said, $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year. If there's a cap, then it's not that you can't be content in that career, but if you are looking for something that can make you more money with the same amount of effort that you're giving, plus the extra benefits of working remote, the flexibility, the work-life balance, like there's a lot that goes into working in the tech industry, because even if another industry is paying you well, there's even more benefits over here because of the fact that you have unlimited PTO, because you have office reimbursement, because you're not wasting gas or mileage, because you're working from home, because you can go on vacation with your family or by yourself and just bring your laptop. As long as you got your laptop and Wi-Fi, you could work from the Bahamas. You can work from visiting family around Christmas time because you went to another state or you went to a cabin in the mountains somewhere. You can call off because you have unlimited PTO, right? But you can also decide to work if you want because you got your laptop. Number 5 is kind of just basic. It's you're interested in sales and in tech. You like sales. You think you're, good at that. You like to socialize. You like to talk to people. And then tech. You like technology. Maybe you genuinely want to work at a company where you are dealing with like technology. I mean, every business uses technology. Every individual person, for the most part, uses technology. And so you might be like, I actually want to be a part of this technology movement with AI. You got ChatGPT and all this stuff coming out, like all this techie stuff. And it's like, I would love to work for a company where I'm a part of that. I'm helping to brainstorm and make decisions about this kind of stuff, like to see technology evolve. And you're just like, man, I would love to do that. But maybe you don't have the background. Maybe you're like, I can't work for a tech company. Like, it's probably all like, I got to go to school for all these years and I don't have time for that. As interested as I am, I don't really have like maybe the skill set for it, or it's like, no, you don't have to have any previous experience, because CourseCareers, the boot camp, the online course that I've been talking about, is what qualifies you. You don't have to have a single piece of experience, but doing the technology sales course, doing that boot camp, right, with CourseCareers is going to be what teaches you everything that you need to know about the job, and it qualifies you. When you have your certificate and you put that on your LinkedIn and then you start applying to these tech companies, when they see that, and then also, accompanied with the interview and how you interview, they are like, okay, this person knows for the most part, like they understand the role, they know what they're doing, because they were trained and taught. They're going to hire you and you are in. As long as you get your foot in the door, you are in. So definitely don't let that intimidate you, because it is not too late. You did not miss the train. You can literally make this a reality in a few months, or less. All right, you guys. So those are the 5 types of people I can think of. If you identified with any of those, please reach out and let me know. Let me know just what you're considering. If you just want more information, if you want to book a consultation, whatever it is, send me a DM on Instagram, leave me a comment on YouTube, book a consultation with me, click in, the link in my bio on my Instagram to book on my calendar. Do whatever it is that you need to do to make the best decision for you. Don't just settle and stay in a space. If you are one of those 5 people, don't stay in that knowing that you're dissatisfied because of the fact that this is such a reality. And I can literally speak from personal experience. And before you make that leap and that jump to actually break into tech and start this journey, I'm already knowing that you gotta have peace about that decision. It's not just the easiest thing to make a career change, even though the process is actually very simple and easy, but mentally, emotionally, it's not the easiest thing to do. There's 1,001 questions that you have. You're wondering, is this going to actually work? Am I going to actually be able to do this? Am I going to ask me? I understand. Like, ask me whatever it is that you need to ask me. And I want to be able to answer the best way that I can so that you can make a decision that you are actually at peace with. So reach out to me, like I said, and I look forward to connecting with you.